How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I'm your host, Jesse Morgan, and I'm finally going to get around to doing that Cav review. Um, yes, and it's going to be about their Chattering Medicine EP right here that they were super duper generous to send me, and I've been enjoying the hell out of for quite some time now. So thank you guys for that, and thank you guys once again for this limited edition demo t-shirt. That's fucking sick. Been wearing this proudly as well. So anyways, if you guys don't know Cav by now, they are a raw blackened death metal band out of Tampa in the USA. Their members are kind of shrouded in a bit of mystery as they kind of only use the initials, uh, their initials for their band names. So that's going to be NB on vocals, NR on guitars, FC on bass, and JS on drums. I'm not sure why they kind of only use their initials. I guess it just kind of adds to the mystery and kind of suspense of what you're really getting yourself into. And I gotta tell you, this release and this new direction for Cav is quite monstrous and quite intense. It's a very deep, dark kind of just intense road, that's for sure. For it being raw black and death metal, it really pushes the boundaries of what you'd expect to hear from a genre tag like that. Now, what I'm trying to get across to you is that go into this with an open mind, because it's very unique, and it's very, very just different for a blackened death metal band. Um, the vocals are gravelly, they're powerful, very demonic sounding. He has these like gut wrenching bellows and these cement mixer type growls that he does. They're performed really well and consistently, just kind of like this commanding confidence sounding to them. Um, and in a certain track, the Ramada and the Noose has this kind of like odd vocal effect in it. It's like a bit of reverb and delay, but it sounds really cool. I really enjoyed that kind of surprise at the end there, that being the last track. The guitars were probably one of, if not the best part of this release by Cav. They're heavy as fuck. They got the nastiest tone, very grim and menacing. Uh, there's tremolos performed throughout. There's these disgustingly groovy and punishing doom riffs as well. It's kind of reminiscent of Mortician at times. Um, and there's also traces of like war metal, and in parts of certain songs it's just almost chaotic moments, which is excellent considering I'm into like stuff like harsh noise and black noise and all that kind of other stuff. So that kind of leaning towards the chaotic war metal and just almost noise aspect was great. The bass was definitely in there. It might have been kind of low to mid tone, but you could actually pick it up. And it was, when you did, it was grim. It was fucking dark. Very down tuned tone. Uh, it was foreboding, and it was ominous. When you hear this, you really hear it in the song "Weathering Vicissitude," and it's just fantastic to hear that kind of sound coming from a bass in a Black and Death band. It amps up the creepy factor to like 10 plus. The drums were really good as well. Had some great pacing, good use of fills, good use of some blast beats in there. The snare at certain points was a little low in the mix, but like overall just had a really decent sound to it, though not too pangy, not too snappy. Had just the right kind of tone to it, so that was good. There's some pretty interesting cymbal work and cymbals in general used in there. I felt it was very unique to the genre. Um, the kick drums were also kind of mixed a little bit lower than I would like in the mix. But like they were performed well. Like the double kicks in the songs were actually performed well. I don't think he struggled at all doing that. There's no like speeding up and down pace. It fit the songs perfectly. So, but in the next mix, I would like to hear them a little bit higher because it's a a blackened death metal band. The kicks definitely need to be more pronounced if for the death metal portions. And then there's like some really nice slash interesting tom tones and mix in there. Kind of like a close mic'd basement recording for the drums. Um, just it was all very unique, and I don't know. I just like how it was all mixed in general. There was one or two spots that I felt kind of could be improved, but the if you actually throw your headphones on, you'll hear like the the uniqueness in the mix and how everything sounds. Anyways, my favorite tracks on this were number 3, which was the Heaving Passage, and then number 2, which is Indecipherable Scripts, and then number 4, which is Weathering Vicissitude, which has that really cool bass part to it. The other two tracks being, let's see here, Chattering Medicine and the Ramada and the Noose were also really good. But the middle 3 tracks were the ones that really stuck out to me and really just kind of showcased what this new formation of Cav can do. And it was incredibly unique for sure. They're, needless to say, once again, very diverse for this genre. Absolutely crushing. They're like a blackened version of Mortician, to be honest, is the closest thing I could get to it. And honestly, they would be pretty much what the Ashroom band in my Emerald Spade book universe that I'm writing, I imagine would sound like. I made a couple of tracks just for fun back in the day, back in about probably 2009 or 10, and I think I may have released them on the page, I may or may not have on the Facebook page, but yeah, this band, the way they sound now, is pretty much would be perfect for that band in my Emerald Spade universe. So if that ever kicks off the ground, I know who I'm coming to do the soundtracks for sure. Now it's an overall stunning journey into hell. Basically, the riffs are just absolutely filthy, and it just gives this super gloomy and suffocating atmosphere. It sounds like you're just being crushed under the weight of like a cement mixing truck. It's pretty crazy, and the rawness to it all only complements the sound that much more. Um, I cannot wait to hear what Cav does next, especially if they keep going with the sound and style they've got going on right now. So if they drop like a full length or even just another EP, I'm going to be all over that like a fat kid on Smarties. Do yourself a favor and check out Chattering Medicine by Cav. I will have multiple links in the description box below. I'm Jesse Morgan, and I would buy this fucking album. Definitely do it. Cheers and stay sick. Well, that's the end of the video, folks. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your likes, shares, and subscribes. Before I go, though, I would like to promote the band that is on my Super Slam Bros label, Rectal Depravity, with their EP Pedal Catholic Fornication. You can pick yourself up a copy for $18 shipped if you like. Really good, just slamming porno grind. Pretty groovy, pretty disturbing tracks, and comes sealed, so it's brand new, and I think you will not be disappointed whatsoever. And the other thing I have for sale still are Slam Bros Brutal logo shirts. with the white logo on the front and the red or green 2-player Slam Engage logo on the back, which I'm also doing for $18 shipped. Now if you want to get a bit of a discount, I highly recommend getting both of those in a bundle for $32 US shipped. It's a little bit off and it'll save you a bit of money there, but it'll also be greatly helping me out here at the Black Metal Rebellion. It'll help me get new stuff in stock, keep this channel running, and bringing new content to you guys every week. I really appreciate it. For glory, for the Rebellion, Slamorella out.